Road safety is becoming a critical concern worldwide. In this video, we're going to look at Intelligent Speed Assistance, or ISA, and how it's becoming a real game changer in reducing accidents as well as road-related fatalities. ISA technology is not just a concept, but it is something that's actually being implemented in Europe currently. But now it has the attention of US federal regulators, namely the National Transportation Safety Board, or NTSB. The reason this technology, ISA, is gaining attention is because of an accident that caused 9 fatalities in Las Vegas, Nevada in early 2022. There was a Dodge Challenger that sped through an intersection running a red light at a measured speed of 103 miles per hour. The Challenger struck a minivan, killing all 7 occupants as well as the driver of the Dodge Challenger. Now, when the accident was investigated, it was determined that the driver was impaired by drugs as well as having a history of speeding offenses. So this has prompted NTSB to look at ISA technology as a means of reducing excessive speeding, as well as having the technology in vehicles that would really either alert the driver or maybe even in some cases restrict the driver from driving at excessive speed. As it relates to traffic-related fatalities, the findings of the NTSB's investigation are what they call alarming. And that is because in 2021, 12,330 fatalities, traffic-related fatalities, were related to speeding. Now, that represents over a third of all traffic-related fatalities over that time. So what is ISA technology? Well, Intelligent Speed Assistance, ISA, uses GPS and cameras to track your speed against posted signs. Now, in a passive ISA system, there will be sort of alerts like haptic feedback or even alerts from the driver display to let a driver know when they are over the speed limit. And in an active system, the ISA will actually restrict the driver from excessive speed in order to make sure that the vehicle is operating within specified speed limits. So what is the NTSB's goal with ISA? Well, according to NTSB, they simply want to save lives by having ISA implemented in order to restrict speed, in order to reduce the number of traffic fatalities. They've submitted a series of recommendations to the National Highway Transportation Safety Administration, NHTSA, with guidelines for ISA. Now, one of those guidelines or recommendations is that ISA be mandatory in all newly equipped vehicles. Now, these are simply recommendations at the moment. Nothing concrete has been implemented, and there's no timeline for implementing ISA, but that is one of NTSB's core recommendations. Under the NTSB program, the mandatory functionality in new vehicles would alert drivers when they are traveling at excessive speed. But there are some other recommendations from the NTSB to the NHTSA as it relates to ISA. That would also include creating public awareness, designing a system to track people who are traveling at excessive speed, and then also implementing federal and state guidelines for tracking and also penalizing repeat offenders. So if this information is able to be tracked, perhaps a police officer can see a record of that history and a penalty might be implemented against the driver for repeat violations of ISA. There would also be what's called an interlocking program where repeat offenders for excessive speed for ISA would have effectively their vehicles restricted to travel at certain speeds so that there is little to no risk of those drivers traveling at excessive speed in the future. And then the final recommendation is also to implement a incentive measure for people to purchase cars with ISA functionality. So the first goal would be to create awareness and then creating incentives for people to adopt vehicles with ISA technology. The NTSB has also recommended that all 50 states adopt the requirements for ISA. This would also apply to Puerto Rico and the District of Columbia. Another component to this is that NTSB has urged 17 automakers to implement ISA technology in their vehicles. The final component to this is that NTSB has also requested the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety, IIHS, to look at how car marketing influences behaviors that might contribute to speeding. The example would be whether there is a burnout or a performance sort of attribute in a TV commercial of a given vehicle that might really influence people to commit excessive speeding. And the IIHS has been asked to report their findings. In Europe, the implementation of ISA is rapidly advancing. In 2022, the European Union mandated that all new passenger vehicles be equipped with ISA. The prediction is that ISA will reduce traffic fatalities by 20% annually. ISA is already proving itself effective. There have been studies that have been conducted that has shown that the implementation of ISA in a given area has led to the reduction in the number of traffic violations for excessive speeding, as well as reduction in traffic-related fatalities. With vehicles becoming bigger and more powerful, whether they're internal combustion engine or electric, ISA isn't just about compliance, it's about creating a culture of safety. So really increasing awareness to the benefits of ISA. Now, there is some industry support for ISA by automakers. So, for example, Volvo with its EX30 electric SUV has implemented ISA on its vehicles, and it's really a demonstration of its commitment to ensuring vehicle safety and minimizing the potential for excessive speeding. Autonomous vehicle technology company Mobileye has also recently implemented ISA in compliance with European Union standards. We covered that on cleanearth.io over the summer as well. Mobileye's technology uses a proactive ISA system rather than a reactive system. What this means is that the Mobileye system can detect road signs as well as receive information from GPS or surrounding transmission or communication devices to understand what speed the vehicle should be traveling at and make adjustments accordingly. Now, it is not clear as to whether the Mobileye technology will actually bring the vehicle to a compliant speed by itself, or whether it's simply an alert to the driver. Where this technology does work, however, at least in the Mobileye context, is for autonomous vehicles, and understanding or having autonomous vehicles understand their surroundings, and with surrounding technology or communication, understanding the speeds that they should be traveling at. With these new recommendations, NTSB is really looking to improve driver safety as well as reduce the number of traffic-related fatalities due to excessive speeding, and overall just to save lives. So what do you think about this proposal from NTSB? And also, one thing to consider is that this could potentially transform road safety with the implementation of this technology across the US. So share your thoughts about the proposal by NTSB and whether this is something that will actually work. Also, let me know if you have experience with ISA. I experienced it for the first time in Munich, Germany, while we were visiting IAA Mobility, and it was a very interesting technology, especially as it functioned in sort of the passive notifications to let me know of excessive speeding. So be sure to leave your comments in the comment section below, and also thanks for checking out this video. If you like this video, be sure to hit the like button. If not, let us know how we can do better. See you in the next video soon.